I wasn't planning on doing this video, but some campaigns came out that I just want to cover. Hello and welcome to Assorted Meeples. I'm Phillip, the Meeple on duty, and today we're taking a look at 4 different campaigns. I will have timestamped them down below, and we're going to get into them. These are games that I either one came late to the board on and didn't know, and 2 really interest me. So let's kind of dive into them and see what we got going on. First one up, we have this game, PIco, Tiny Bugs, Big World, by Mythwork Games that created Mythsea. And this looks like an entertaining and fun little RPG. It's not taking itself too serious, and it's doing some fun things in that space. The apocalyptic world has happened, and bugs are now flourishing in the world that is left vacant. They're having fun with it. They're using a more of a storytelling centric thing rather than a or a combat centric RPGs telling story model, which sounds really cool. They have some really great things going on here, and the artwork just pulls me in. I am extremely curious about this one, even though this is not RPGs are not my forte, and I don't tend to pick a lot of them up, but this really seemed interesting to me, so I figured I would throw it in there. They are doing a lot of cool stuff. You're getting quite a bit of content in here, and they're expanding on a lot of stuff already. Right now, you can get the Larvae Hardship for $8, which is you want it but don't have the money, so they're reducing the price for that. There's the full price for the PDF, which is $20. For the PDF of the book, solid book, and the PDF, you're looking at $40. If you want to start getting into the book and then the Picodex, you're looking at $60. Single physical copy of the collector's edition, $60. Lots more stuff. If you want to spend a lot of money on this, you can spend a lot of money on this and all the stuff that they got going on. I was very interested in this one. I'm kind of watching it. Again, I don't get to play many RPGs, but this one looked really fun. I wanted to point it out to our community. Mech Bunny is the solo game of the month by Gabe Barrett, and I have a few of his games. He is widely regarded as a really phenomenal artist or creator and artist in this space. And this year he's doing a solo game of the month campaign where each month he is running a campaign for small box solo games. And this looks absolutely fantastic. You are a bunny crash landed on a planet, and you are running around upgrading your robot and fixing your ship. You have your cards that you are playing with that are your character. You also have clear cards to craft and upgrade your abilities better while you try and repair your ship and get out of there. Everything on the world is trying to kill you, so Space Australia, the getaway. I really just like the general premise of this. I don't really care if I would ever play it again, but I would support this man because he's making great games, and this one is doing what it wants to do and having fun with it. We can jump over here. You're getting transparent sleeves to build on top of. You're getting 40 transparent cards that have upgrades on them. You're getting 33 of the Mech Bunny cards, which do different abilities that can be upgraded. You have the world that you're going to be building, monster hexes, cubes to track, and tokens and dice. This looks ridiculous and fun. And we're almost down here where I wanted to be. So we have the solid game for $24 and the print and play for $5. This one is, if you were thinking like, oh, I could print and play something, this one, because it's transparent cards, is going to have a little more going on in it than most other ones. And then you can also pick up some play mats for a couple of his other games for $15. Again, this game looks ridiculous and fun and well thought out as a solo game. Lairs by KTGB Games. These guys put out really fun titles. Dice Veggies is phenomenal. I think I've played a couple other ones I can't think of off the top of my head. The artwork always looks gorgeous. Lairs, I took a minute to try and figure out what was going on here. And this, when I got down and started kind of reading deeper, this looks like Fantasy Battleship. And I am here for it. You are, at the beginning of the game, you have, let's scroll down here so I can show you kind of, so in the box, you're going to have your recess board, which is your layer that's going to be in front of you. You're going to build this out behind a screen for the other person to explore. They're going to have their board, and you're going to have your board plus a map in front of you that you are going to be moving through and hopefully not dying. There is going to be bad and worse things that could happen to you, and you're going to be pushing your luck as you go through this dungeon, trying to collect all the loot and get out. I did a quick look at this at first, and then I gave it another look, and I was like, that's actually genius. This is just a new version and an updated version of Battleship, it feels like. And I went from not wanting it to wanting it. But, and then, so they also said these boxes, yes, they are, it's not a legacy game. It's not, they broke it up like this to make it easier to learn aspects of the game. And as you go on, you're going to be adding those extra rules in till you get to the full level of game. The pledge levels on this one, does it have, it's got add-ons. It does not have my pledges over here, just the add-ons. Okay. Ooh, you can get dry erase boards. I didn't see that. That's for $7. That's not bad. And I mean, while I don't mind paper, it does become an issue eventually. So getting in, that's the retailer pledge. You're looking at about 50 games for the base game alone, 83 for the Deeper Dungeons expansion as well. This one is just dropping at the wrong time for me to pick this one up. But I'll be watching for when this hits their stores and be looking to pick up a copy of it then. Because I'm pretty sure Heather would be down for some Battleship. Especially in a 2-player only game. And lastly, moving over to Garphill Games, Medieval Trilogy, Playing Cards, and Reprints. So this is, he actually does a very good job explaining this. This is him bringing back some really sought after items in a solid place where you can get everything you want if you want to complete out the games. I am picking a few things up in this, and that's because they are things I truly want. I really love what he does with his because there is no frills, no bones about it. This is what we're doing. We're trying to create the best product for you without bells, whistles, but we're making a really amazing thing when we do it. So there are some new stuff here. So there's playing cards. If you want a deck of playing cards with the Miko's art on it, they are coming out with new suspicion decks for the Paladins, so each character or each player will have their own suspicion deck. He explains how it's working. The Raiders playmat, if you wanted a Raiders playmat, they're redoing that one, and the Raiders solo variant, as well as the North Sea Rune Saga is coming back, and then a lot of promo cards from the North Sea and West Kingdom trilogies. So you're able to pick up most of every promo that has been produced around those games. I personally, and there's only the $1 custom pledge, so there's not a 50 pledge bundles and all that. You go in, you pick the things you want, and you walk away. I'm getting the solo deck, the Raiders playmat, and the suspicion decks for Paladins. So those are the things I was interested in. Those are the things I'm getting. I wouldn't mind the promos, but I don't necessarily feel like spending the money on the promos. I don't know how to explain it other than that. And that is everything I have for this video. There are more games out there. There are bigger games out there right now that are playing. I don't necessarily know anything about them, and they haven't piqued my interest other than being new and shiny and from publishers that have put out really amazing content. Awakened Realms is running one. Mind Clash Games, I think, has another one open. So Orange Nebula possibly has one. Yeah, Orange Nebula has one out there as well. So some bigger studios this week putting out games or that are out on Kickstarter right now. I just don't personally feel interested in those games at the moment. Not that I don't love those companies, because they put out some gorgeous looking games I have not played yet. So if you're interested in those, go check out. There's a lot of content around those as well, and I'm sure there's a lot on the games that I covered here. But I wanted to point them out to you. Thank you guys very much for watching. Leave a comment down in the description, or comment down below with anything that you're backing and that I missed and should be on my radar. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. All right, bye.